Okay, so when you really get down to it, you can be in love with someone but not respect them, and you could respect them but not be in love with them. And it's essentially the same thing when it comes to ourselves. We can be in love with ourselves, we can really love ourselves fully, but maybe the self respect is not as high up as the self love is. Sometimes that's the reality, and we may not even notice it. You know, we're like, oh, we're so in love with ourselves, we love ourselves, we accept ourselves, we're happy with ourselves, perfect, I love it, mwah, mwah, beautiful. But do you find yourself in a lot of situations where you feel like you're disrespecting yourself in order to sacrifice for something or someone or XYZ, whatever the case may be? It doesn't mean that you don't love yourself. Maybe it means that you don't respect yourself, because love and respect are two different things. And sometimes we can be so all over the I love myself, I accept myself, and forget about self respect and how important it is. Self respect is taking the time to understand yourself and why you do things the way you do them. And if they are no longer feeling good the way you are doing them, allowing yourself to take the time to change it, to alter it, so you can do it in a way that feels good, so you can move forward in a way that feels good. Self respect is taking the time to understand yourself. And self love is essentially accepting what you've understood about yourself. Self love is like that cushion. You know, it's what gets you through the difficulty that comes with the self respect. Because when you respect yourself, you have to make hard decisions, and you're not going to be able to please everyone because you're going to be listening to your wants and your needs, and sometimes that means sacrificing other people's wants and their needs. Self love is learning what you need from the decisions you make from your self respect. Your self respect is you listening to yourself and taking the action that is needed for yourself because you're understanding yourself. And self love is you finding the dips and the curves of those decisions made by the self respect. Like, oh, yes, I've listened to myself. I'm going to take a rest day. And what I'm going to do with those rest days is take care of myself. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to da 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 da. Whatever the case may be. When it comes to leveling up your self-respect, it's really taking the time to listen to yourself. Listen to what he or she has to say. Listen to what you have to say, because what you have to say and what you feel matters. Your feelings are valid. Your behavior is not. I don't remember where I learned that from, but the quote stuck with me clearly. Your feelings are valid. Your behavior is not. So you have a right to feel. Your feelings are natural. They're not forced. You naturally feel certain things, right? But it's what you do with those feelings that then matters. You know, like if you feel like you're not feeling the best in this spot or in this situation with this person, it's up to you to listen to that and dictate what action you take next. And dependent on that action, how you feel after the new action or after whatever action you take, it's the self-love that will support you and get you to a place that feels good again. A part of leveling up your self-respect is listening to parts of yourself that you've shut down for a long time because you're afraid of entering a new space, or you're afraid of doing something you've never done, or you're X, Y, and Z. This is the time to level up your self-respect by doing the things that are outside of your comfort zone. You know, we all find ourselves in so many different situations, and these scenarios are going to vary, of course. But for example, like if you were someone, this was me in high school all the way, I would hear insane comments, like just downright disrespectful comments, and not say anything. And that was me disrespecting myself to the core, because it was like I would hear myself like, this doesn't feel right, like I don't feel good, like this is, you know, it would get me into a dark place, but I never listened to myself to speak up or to say something or to put a stop to it or to stop placing myself in these spaces. Therefore, I was disrespecting myself because I took the time to understand myself, but I didn't do anything about it. And the self-love wasn't there because I wasn't supporting myself through it either. I kind of just brushed it aside. Self-respect is all about listening to yourself, and leveling up the self-respect is taking action upon it. And it doesn't have to be like outlandish, like mean girl confrontational thing when it comes to self-respect. It can just be regular calm toned communication this is something I don't like, therefore I don't want to place myself in this position ever again. And that's that. When you have your self-respect and you have your self-love, you are unstoppable, because anything that is sent to destroy your peace, even though I don't believe things are sent to destroy our peace, I just feel like they're tests and seeing how we handle situations and learning X, Y, and Z. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. How are you handling that? Like, you can turn it into something so powerful, turning your pain into power. The responsibility of being the human being that you are and allowing yourself to grow and thrive and live and just be who you are in the best way possible. Huge responsibility. But because it's a huge responsibility, there's great power that you have from within in order to continue that and to allow it to elevate and just level up and expand in so many incredible, amazing ways, right? So when you have your self-love and your self-respect, you're unstoppable. Your needs and wants deserve to be heard, and they deserve to be put into action. And it's, of course, a learning process. I'm learning every day. Every day. I'm not making this video to say, like, I've mastered it all. Like, self-love, self-respect, check. Like, it's perfect. It's 100% for the rest of my life. No. I continuously work on it every single day. It's definitely drastically improved within the past 5 years. Drastically improved. And it's going to continue to improve through life experiences. Like, there were so many experiences this year where a lot of that was tested, and I was just learning more about myself throughout the process. And you've got it. Like, you've literally got it. Be patient with yourself. I feel like that's a part of the self-love aspect, nurturing and supporting yourself through the decisions you make from your self-respect. Remaining secure within is feeling certified and right in speaking your needs, in speaking up, in listening to yourself and taking action on what you've understood about yourself. Remaining secure within is standing on that and saying, yes, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and this is the direction I'm going based off of what I've understood from that. That is remaining secure within. It's not wavering like, oh my gosh, like I listened to myself and I stood up for myself. Like maybe I shouldn't have done that because now I've sacrificed this. If you had to leave something behind because that place wasn't able to respect you, then that's what's meant to be sacrificed at this moment in time. Remaining secure within is you knowing that you deserve to be respected. You deserve to feel incredible. You deserve to experience top tier experiences. You'll know it's a top tier experience because you feel top tier. You won't feel like shit. Things cannot feel right, but it's about how both parties, whether this is a place or a person or a situation or whatever, work through it together to get to a place that feels good for both parties. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, things can be worked through, but there comes a point, okay, and that's when the remaining secure within comes into play. Stand on what you say. Like, if you know this is something that doesn't feel good, stand on that. Don't waver because you're afraid of what this person will think, what that person will think. If you're doing too much, if it's messing with you and the health of your soul, your mind, your body, your spirit, any of that, you're not doing too much, okay? Everyone has different sensitivity levels. Everyone has X, Y, and Z. Everyone grew up differently. And through the whole process, you're learning about yourself. You're learning about what you like, what you don't like, things you need to work on for yourself, things that, maybe you've outgrown, things that you want to hop into, that you want to explore. Like, this is all a life journey, okay? And it's going to work out for you. Take a chance on yourself. Stand up for yourself. Listen to yourself. Understand yourself. And support yourself through the process of you understanding yourself, because it can be difficult sometimes to understand ourselves and really listen to ourselves if that's not something we've done, in life. But anyways, remember that you are completely capable of becoming the authentic, best version of yourself, and that everything is always working out for you, no matter what it seems like at any given point in time. Thank you guys for watching, listening, and I will see you in the next video.